The gospel world has lost a true legend. Richard Smallwood, a Grammy-nominated singer and pianist, has passed away at the age of 77. For decades, his music has inspired millions, lifting hearts and touching souls. Today, we remember his life, his incredible talent, and the way he changed gospel music forever. And we'll hear a heartfelt tribute from Donnie McClurkin, who was deeply inspired by him. Stay with us as we honor the life and legacy of Richard Smallwood. Richard Smallwood was more than just a singer or a pianist. He was a voice of hope and inspiration for millions of people around the world. For over 50 years, he shared his gift of music, blending gospel, classical, and soul in a way that touched hearts like no one else. His songs have been sung in churches, on stages, and in homes, bringing comfort, joy, and faith to everyone who heard them. In this video, we will celebrate his life, his music, and the amazing legacy he leaves behind. We'll also share a special tribute from Donnie McClurkin, who looked up to Smallwood as a mentor and a friend. Whether you are a longtime fan or someone discovering his music for the first time, this video is for you. By the end, you will understand why Richard Smallwood was such a beloved figure in gospel music, and why his work will continue to inspire generations to come. Richard Smallwood was born in 1948 in Atlanta, Georgia, a place full of music and culture. From a very young age, he showed an amazing love for music. He loved the piano, and he would spend hours practicing, learning songs by ear, and creating his own melodies. Music was not just a hobby for him, it was a calling. As a teenager, Richard played in church choirs and small community groups. These early experiences helped him understand the power of music to touch people's hearts. It was in these church halls that he learned how music could inspire faith, hope, and joy. He began writing songs that moved people emotionally, even at a young age. After high school, Richard went to Howard University, one of the most respected schools in the country for music and arts. There, he studied classical piano and voice. But he didn't stop at classical music. He wanted to bring something new to gospel music. He started mixing classical training with gospel traditions, creating a style that was beautiful, soulful, and unique. It was also at Howard University that Richard met other talented musicians who would become his collaborators. Together, they formed the Richard Smallwood Singers, a group that would go on to inspire audiences for decades. Their performances were full of passion, harmony, and emotion, and they quickly gained attention in the gospel community. Even in these early years, Richard's music showed his deep faith and his desire to connect with people. He wasn't just playing notes on a piano, he was telling stories, sharing his heart, and inviting others to feel the presence of God through his music. By the time he graduated, it was clear that Richard Smallwood was destined to become one of gospel music's most important voices. After forming the Richard Smallwood Singers, Richard's career began to grow quickly. His unique style, blending gospel, classical, and soul, stood out immediately. People were not just listening to his music, they were feeling it. His songs lifted spirits, inspired faith, and brought hope to many. One of his most famous works is Total Praise. This song became a gospel anthem, sung in churches all over the world. The combination of powerful lyrics, beautiful harmonies, and Richard's piano playing made it unforgettable. Even today, choirs still perform it because it touches hearts so deeply. Over the years, Richard released many albums, each filled with songs that were both inspiring and emotional. His music was not only popular in churches, but also recognized by the wider music industry. He received multiple Grammy nominations for his work, showing that his talent was recognized at the highest levels. Richard also collaborated with many other gospel artists. He worked with singers, choirs, and musicians, helping them bring their own music to life while sharing his unique style. His influence on gospel music was enormous, shaping the way people thought about harmony, composition, and worship. But his success was not just about awards or fame. It was about connection. Richard Smallwood had the gift of speaking to people through music. Whether someone was happy, sad, or searching for hope, his songs could reach them. He used music as a bridge to touch hearts and souls. Even as he achieved recognition, Richard remained humble. He continued to write, perform, and mentor younger musicians. Many of today's gospel artists, including Donnie McClurkin, consider him a role model and a major influence on their careers. Richard Smallwood's work also pushed the boundaries of gospel music. By mixing classical piano techniques with traditional gospel sounds, he created music that was both sophisticated and deeply spiritual. His compositions were not just songs, they were experiences, carrying messages of love, faith, and perseverance. Through his albums, performances, and collaborations, Richard Smallwood became a symbol of excellence in gospel music. His music was not only heard, it was felt, remembered, and shared across generations. He inspired millions, leaving a legacy that continues to shape gospel music today. Many gospel artists have said that Richard Smallwood was more than just a musician. He was a mentor, a guide, and an inspiration. One of the most heartfelt tributes comes from Donnie McClurkin, a Grammy-winning gospel singer who grew up admiring Smallwood's music. Donnie often talks about how Smallwood's songs shaped his own journey. He says that hearing Richard play and sing made him believe that gospel music could reach people in a way that goes beyond entertainment. It can heal, encourage, and bring people closer to God. In his tribute, Donnie McClurkin shared personal stories of how Smallwood influenced him. He remembers watching him in rehearsals and concerts, learning how to deliver songs with feeling and conviction. He describes Smallwood as patient, kind, and always willing to guide younger artists. Even at the height of his career, Smallwood never stopped encouraging others to use their gifts for good. Many other gospel singers have also shared their admiration. They talk about his ability to compose music that was both complex and easy to feel. His songs carried a message of hope, no matter the situation. People would often say that when Richard Smallwood played, you didn't just hear the music, you felt it in your heart. Smallwood's influence wasn't just on professional musicians. He inspired choirs, church members, and ordinary people who loved gospel music. His compositions gave voice to emotions many couldn't express themselves. Songs like Total Praise and I Love the Lord became anthems of faith for thousands. Donnie McClurkin also reflected on Smallwood's humility. Despite all the awards and recognition, he remained focused on the purpose of his music, to honor God and touch lives. This example inspired Donnie and many others to approach their own music with the same heart and dedication. Listening to Donnie's tribute, it's clear how much Richard Smallwood meant to the gospel community. He wasn't just a performer, he was a teacher, a mentor, and a friend. His music continues to guide, inspire, and comfort people, and the love he shared with others lives on through every note he played. As we hear these stories and reflections, we begin to see that Smallwood's impact was greater than just his songs. He built a legacy of faith, passion, and love, a legacy that will continue to influence gospel music for generations. Richard Smallwood's music didn't end with him. It continues to inspire and influence gospel music today. His songs are sung in churches all over the world, from small local congregations to large international choirs. His style, which blends classical music with gospel, set a new standard for worship music and choir arrangements. Smallwood's influence can be seen in many of today's gospel artists. Singers like Donnie McClurkin, Yolanda Adams, and countless others have said that his music shaped the way they perform and write their own songs. He showed that gospel music could be both soulful and sophisticated, reaching both the heart and the mind. But his legacy goes beyond just style or technique. Richard Smallwood inspired people to feel deeply. His songs taught lessons about faith, hope, and perseverance. They reminded listeners that even in difficult times, music can bring comfort and healing. His compositions became more than songs. They became experiences of worship and reflection. Many young musicians also benefited from his guidance. Smallwood was known for mentoring talented singers and pianists, helping them develop their skills while encouraging them to stay true to their faith. Through this mentorship, his influence continues to grow, as the next generation carries forward his passion for gospel music. Even outside the music world, Smallwood's impact can be felt. His songs have been used in weddings, funerals, and church events, bringing people together and providing moments of peace and inspiration. People who may have never met him personally still feel connected to him through his music. In the end, Richard Smallwood's legacy is not measured just by awards or recognition. It is measured by the lives he touched, the hearts he lifted, and the inspiration he gave to countless artists and fans. His music will continue to guide and encourage people for many years to come, making his name eternal in the world of gospel music. As we come to the end of this video, we take a moment to remember the life and legacy of Richard Smallwood. He was more than a gospel singer and pianist. He was a messenger of hope. Through his music, he helped people pray, heal, and believe, even during the hardest moments of life. From his early days learning the piano to becoming a Grammy-nominated artist, Richard Smallwood stayed true to his purpose. His songs carried faith, strength, and deep emotion. They continue to be sung, played, and loved by people around the world. His voice may be gone, but his music will never fade. The tribute from Donnie McClurkin reminds us how powerful Richard Smallwood's influence truly was, not only as an artist, but as a mentor and a friend. His legacy lives on through every singer, every choir, and every listener who has been touched by his music. If Richard Smallwood's music has ever inspired you, comforted you, or helped you through a difficult time, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know your favorite song or a special memory connected to his music. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this tribute with others who love gospel music. Together, we can continue to honor and celebrate the incredible life and legacy of Richard Smallwood.